when everyone's recording, I'll start counting and you'll count with me, and that's how we'll do the sound sync.
Oh no,
With Discord lag.
It doesn't work
You ready?
like that.
1,
Each
2,
usually count.
3,
4.
4,
You're not.
5. There we go. Now the
You're
audio is
making it
synced.
worse.
The audio is synced now.
It's not. So this is now the first episode.
The first episode of.
What
We're
we
not
even
calling it that.
We don't even have a name, guys.
Oh, there we go. We're not calling it that. That's the name.
We cannot call it that.
No, we're not calling it that.
Oh, good.
And
Thank
then
God.
We're not calling it that.
We call it. We're not calling it that.
Oh, that is a terrible name.
It's better than what we were going to call it.
I think that seeming like we were a podcast for sexual offenders was a good choice for our market.
It was?
I think it
Oh,
would work
God.
great for us.
I mean, given the age
I mean,
here,
well,
It would have been fine. I think.
Wait, does
there would
that-
have been no ramifications?
Is our target audience young children?
Our target
I don't know.
audience is Yogscast fans, which is the most diverse group of people you can ever meet.
it's
Well,
like
They're all.
that is true because I started watching that when I was like 12 or 11, and I'm still doing it.
it's
Exactly.
yeah. Well, I'm also now still doing things that I started when I was around 12.
Oh my god.
It doesn't mean it's suitable.
Welcome to the register, boys.
That's a mental image I didn't need, Joe.
Well, you say that. The fans want it.
I wanted it. I didn't need it. Though.
Yeah.
Well, I don't fully have the mental image yet. Just for clarity, can you
Go
you
into
say
more
it again?
detail.
Um,
I'm
Can you just
recording.
give me more
please.
details?
So
Just-
when I was
Just for a
around
friend.
Stop.
10 or 12, I discovered that I really enjoyed putting ham and jam in a sandwich together.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I discovered I enjoyed carpentry when I was 12.
What? Yeah, I keep seeing on like Facebook you're attending like these weird things of like sculpting
So
penguins.
you're saying when you were around 11 or 12, you started working with wood.
Yeah.
Long, hard lengths of.
No, Jack, I want to know
Wood.
about these classes you're attending. With
These, making a clay penguin.
that's
making
the
like-
one. Yeah. Tell me about.
Tell me about those
us.
classes that I'm attending.
Yeah.
Tell
Well,
us, please do.
the thing with that is you clearly misread those things because it said I was interested in attending. I didn't actually go to them.
Oh, you're one of those
Oh,
Facebook people.
oh.
Oh.
It's fun.
What? Looking interested in attending making a clay penguin.
I'm-
Look how interesting
Where
I
do you-
am.
where
Where
do
do
you
you
even
even
Where do you
find?
find
Yeah.
Where?
I don't. Someone
That
else
seems
finds them
very
and
specific.
then it makes them. Someone else finds them and says they're interested, and I see them. I'm like, I'm also interested in that.
But why?
I
Why are
don't
you
know.
interested in
If I would have
making
been
a
in
clay
town on
penguin?
the day, I would probably
If
go
you
and
were-
make that
if
clay
you just-
penguin. But I wasn't, so I didn't.
What were you doing instead?
I was at home, in my bed,
Working with this wood.
Working with his wood.
enjoying
Working on his
my carpentry,
Yeah, enjoying his carpentry. Nice.
having a good day of carpentry, all to myself.
Inspecting all those wooden poles.
It's a good stress relief.
Yeah.
Like, I get a flood of hormones. It's great.
Oh, no.
Has anyone
Anyway,
got any subjects to talk
prepared
about
topics.
that
I
isn't
I read that someone would.
mental?
Someone did have. Yeah, Frank said he can actually try to think of topics in that time. That should improve the whole talking thing.
Well,
That was an hour ago,
Yeah.
Frank.
yeah, well, it was.
Did you
That
think
went-
of any
that
good
was a
topics in
fast
an hour?
Well, I
Yeah.
do have a little thing that's quite interesting.
Go on.
We've moved on from carpentry, haven't we?
We have.
Okay, yeah,
well,
but
we'll call
I
back.
have an
That's what
averagely sized thing. That's-
comedy is all about callbacks. We'll come back to it.
Okay.
Go on,
So-
Frank.
About your little thing.
I am trying to do some things with music because I
Oh
thought it'd
God,
be
you're not using
interesting.
that rubbish program, are
So
you?
I figured I'd make a little remix of The Pusher, the little
Oh.
song on the Christmas album.
Do you have a
Okay.
sample you can play us now?
Fantastic.
Because the thing is, I do have I have a bit. Well, first of all, it's not on this computer, and I'm not going to take the effort to actually.
Can
get
you
it.
do a
Yeah.
live
Rendition.
That's the word.
Can you
rendition.
sing? Can you
No,
sing
that's
to us?
that's the other thing. I emailed the Yogscast if they could send me the vocal files for that,
Oh.
and they never replied. So
What?
They are good at that. They're
Vocal
very
files
good at
of
that.
what?
well, that song. 'Cause
Yeah, Joe will
I
be able to
tried
find them for you.
isolating it.
Yeah, I'll probably be able to find them for you.
Yeah, Joe, go in there. Our
Yeah, Joe,
inside man.
please.
What they call?
please
What's
do
the? I don't even know the original song.
Well, the pusher
Is there even? There's a
Yeah,
song.
Hat
They did a
Films, I
song
think.
called The Pusher. I
Yeah.
don't remember this.
for the Christmas album.
Oh, Hat Films did.
Yeah.
I didn't really listen to the
Oh.
Christmas
Frank,
album
are you
this
using
year,
that
that's
program
probably
from
why.
like 1987 that no one knows how to use but you? Oh god.
Yes, I am.
Can't you buy the album and then get the? That's probably.
I have.
Yeah,
I
can't
have
you-
bought the album. I thought, oh, I'll just isolate the vocals from that. Sounds like absolute
Mm.
shit.
Yeah,
Oh.
they're not that well put together at the end, are they?
First of all, it's completely impossible to just purely isolate the vocals, because you're always gonna have some instruments in the background, and it just sounds like absolute horseshit.
I'm sure if you DM Sam Gibbs on Twitter, I'm sure he'll hook you up because I know he's been doing some live streams
Ah, right.
remixing stuff.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
So
we love
he,
Sam
He
Gibbs.
should have the files probably, and I don't fancy rummaging through the terabytes of shit on the Yog servers. Jesus.
So,
Thanks.
speaking of, we'll move on from. We've solved Frank's issue.
Yeah, I actually saw. We've actually done something useful for
It's
me.
been
at
productive. And last time we did a first thing, I said that we should talk about the upcoming thing for Joe, and now we can talk about it because it's actually happening.
It's happening.
How's it going?
I'm
How is
freelancing
it
at
going?
Yogs.
We saw you. I saw you on the stream the other day.
You did. That was fun. Good memes.
We've sort of got a
Bands.
video on how it's going, haven't you?
Yeah, I do. So go to youtube.com /
There you go.
face.
Are we going to do some advertisement? Because I've got a new Twitch channel I need to plug
Yeah,
later.
We'll talk about your streams and all later.
We'll get to
But
that.
no, it's been good. Like I've been doing a fair amount. I think like I've been quite busy the first couple of weeks because like obviously I'm like new, so there's a lot
Yeah.
of stuff I can be doing. I reckon it might tame down now that I've done like the mad rush of like a lot of animation.
Showing you're
and-
capable as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are you worried you're going to run out of stuff to do? Because if I was in your position, that would be my main concern.
I mean, I'm always.
Well,
gonna
ask
find stuff
Mad
to do,
Cat.
but
You're
Surely
working
Mad
yourself
Cat's
out
got
of a
that
job.
problem.
yeah, but there's always stuff to make highlights of. I don't know
Yeah.
if I'm
Yeah.
gonna have stuff to design for.
That's true.
But-
I mean, it's
I mean,
not
you can
Theo,
always
I think,
rejig.
was a sneezing.
Yeah, that's what I was going to
compilation,
say.
so
That
guy
looks
will
like he's running
find
out of
something.
ideas. When you're making a sneeze compilation, that's just stalkery now.
That's just I don't know how he finds the time. Well, isn't he
I
like
think
14?
he has read it, doesn't
that
he?
Mad Cat.
I
Yeah.
actually.
He
I'm
should
not-
be doing school and stuff, but he
There's
just
loads
makes
of
a
theories
30-minute
about his age.
video
I
every day.
more than one Mad Cat.
Do you think?
I reckon it's a community of
be.
cats. And maybe it is
Yeah.
just a lot of
It
cats.
can't be one guy.
Oh, that's what everyone that watches Yogscast. If you own a cat, your cat is working while you're away.
I own 2 cats.
They're working while you're out. You're going. Well, I wonder what my cat does all day. It's making Yogscast highlight videos.
It's the thing. I don't go out.
Oh.
So that's I spend most
Oh.
of my days either streaming or trying to figure out the first podcast, and
Yeah, and we just cut all of them so far. So
it's all real bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just keep cutting them until we get a good one. I feel like we're getting somewhere with this one though.
we're getting
We're just throwing shit at the wall and we're seeing what sticks.
Honestly,
nothing will.
because we've never really talked before, just as a group of people, it's going to take a bit of time
It's
to
true.
understand
We'll
each
get
other
into
anyway.
it.
each other's
We'll
rhythm.
lean
You
into
know.
it.
A bit like practice.
Yeah.
Speaking right, we talked about Frank's thing and we talked about Joe's thing. Let's talk about Tom's thing. So you've done a very cool animation.
Shocky
Also, I will just clarify: Tom is Lead and Paper,
Well,
and
that's-
Frank is
quite a
Frankinator.
rendition.
And we've also got some Yog Not on the internet, and Joe is a Yogscast visual person.
That is on their probation.
I just realised that we didn't do an intro at the start,
That's
so I'm doing
fine.
it now. Oh, I'm Best Bits. I was Best Bits Weekly, and now I'm not.
got fired
Anyway.
from your own channel.
Lead and
Feels
Paper.
bad, man. Feels
Or
so
Tom.
bad.
Yeah, my investors decided I wasn't good for their image, so they fired me.
Had it a long time coming.
It was bad.
Firing
Anyway,
yourself from your own channel. So,
I might bring it back soon. I don't know because I'm bored.
That's what kind of what happens on like your if you're on a pre-gap year, whatever you're doing.
That's exactly what.
Do you have a job, Jack?
I'm getting there.
You're
I'm
getting
applying to loads of places.
Okay, fair. So I don't know what I'd do with my days. You know, if I wasn't masturbating all the time.
There
I
we
mean,
go.
I've got my carpentry.
Back to the carpentry.
Took us like
Anyway.
5 minutes
Yeah.
before we went back to that.
Is that an idea for the podcast? Carpenters?
Carpenters? We're not calling it that.
Well, that will just actually get us banned.
I feel like we might actually confuse a lot of people with that. They come on like Carpentry Limited, and they come on and like, oh, listen to some carpentry trips, and then we're just talking about wanking in the corner.
Yeah, but that's like the same for the Trifles podcast, which has nothing to do with The Legend of Zelda.
That's true. It confuses
That
me
is
every
true.
time.
It's
Every
the
time
only-
you tune in and go, oh yeah, another Yogscast Trifles podcast, you're like, oh, this isn't Zelda? What? Outrage.
I'm so upset.
Flipping my table.
I complain every time, and they're not listening.
They wouldn't.
Very frustrating. Anyway,
I mean,
Animation.
listening is not a thing that the Yogscast are very good at.
the big animation.
Yeah, it did pretty
Go ahead.
well. It's what's it on now? 3 days, 57,000 views. That's very good for my
You've done
channel.
very
Hey,
well.
that's
like
pretty good.
The total amount of views that are on my channel.
Yeah.
Uh,
My last video is nearly. I think it's at that level.
I did have
as well.
like not quite bones to pick, but people obviously wanted to apply the TTT logic to the episode.
Yeah.
And as soon
but
as
that-
you try and apply logic to things, it goes wrong.
Yeah. So a lot of people are trying to say like, oh, this doesn't make sense because so and so has this traitor weapon and blah blah blah. But we've seen it before in TTT episodes where someone's a traitor has given someone a poon,
yeah.
and they're saying that the round should have ended because these people are dead and blah blah blah. But are they dead? Who doesn't know? You don't know if they're
Well,
dead.
We don't
If you're
know.
trying to apply logic from TTT, you're doing it wrong. It's like it's the game that makes the least sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just have a bunch of tiny people in a big room murdering each other, and then
Yeah,
they
it's a
come
bit-
back to life.
It's a bit weird. Oh, yeah.
And one of the weapons is a grenade that explodes in a bunch of bees.
I really liked the bee grenade on that. I really liked that.
Yeah, the bee grenade is great.
I think I
was very
orgasmed
cool.
when Tom was spinning his gun. I was like, oh, look at that,
Yeah.
look at that sweet. Oh.
I genuinely thought that we were gonna you had asked him to do some custom voice lines as well.
I
thought
did,
that was
yeah,
gonna
I
come
did.
up. But they didn't do
Xylus
fine.
did. Not Xylus,
Ah.
Rythian rather.
it. Ah.
But
Did he say?
obviously it wouldn't work
Did you
with
put it
just
in?
one voice
Yeah,
line.
so,
It needed. His voice line was a reaction to another voice line, so it didn't work.
I reckon if you keep going though, you might actually get. And if not, we can
What you
we can
should have
pretend to
done
be the
was
characters.
just voice act everyone yourself.
You could do actually.
Well, the thing is, I kind of wonder though, would they be able to voice act as well as they make sounds in TTT anyway?
That's a good question because we've never
Hmm.
really seen. All the animations we've seen of them are of moments that are natural moments.
That's actually
or
how
are they?
react
Maybe
to stuff.
all Yogscast videos
Yeah.
are scripted. We don't know.
Oh yeah, Joe, you need to find out.
That's your mission, Joe.
Is that?
Yeah.
Don't we come up with
Find
a
the
crazy
secret
theory
scripts.
in every podcast?
The end of Moon Quest, was that scripted?
oh, time to find out.
I've got no idea.
I'll start an
I've
investigatory
already forgotten.
series.
I've genuinely forgotten what the end of Moon Quest was.
The end of Moon Quest is Simon accidentally launching a rocket inside of a building.
Yeah.
Oh, that
which
was
is
that
the
was
rebuilt jet
It's gotta be
factory.
scripted.
that was definitely scripted.
Oh yeah, that must have been deliberate.
They had like a massive block of TNT underneath it. It's
Oh, yeah.
100% scripted.
How else are they going to end
Right, I
that
haven't seen the
series
episode in a
anyway?
while.
Exactly.
They always end it with an explosion. Next thing you'll ask is, was the Hole Diggers ending scripted?
I don't even
Was it?
don't remember
I mean-
that either.
That was they set off like a black hole in the middle of a
it's
space
not as if
station.
Lewis had like a red matter bomb in his inventory at the time or something.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's almost impossible to tell.
So when Joe will actually eventually, he'll be rummaging through some of the files, and he'll find a little folder that just says Joe, and you'll be very very complexed. He'll click on it,
Oh no.
and he'll find script from stuff that he's said,
Oh
and stuff
my
that he's
God.
going to say,
no.
and then it turns out Joe is a cyborg.
Oh.
That was a massive leap there at the end.
Yeah,
Oh
you've
my
just been
God.
programmed. You have no free will. I'm
You
sorry.
went from Truman Show to Terminator.
No one's that handsome,
Like,
really.
in-
I need to break through the system for fuck's sake.
yeah. Oh, which reminds me, Joe.
Uh.
Yeah, I need to come up to Bristol again or Cardiff. I don't know where you're actually living anymore.
I'm living in Cardiff.
Wait, him being
Weird.
handsome reminded you that you need to go.
Yeah,
It did.
because it reminded me of that
Well.
clip from my Twitch of me getting distracted by him in the middle of a Sonic game because
Oh, I
someone
think I
mentioned that
saw
I should
that.
try some Dutch candies or whatever with him, and I thought that's a good idea. Let's do that.
So we're
But
gonna try
it-
some Dutch candies.
Yeah,
You
'cause
want
some
to try
Dutch-
some Dutch candies when you're gonna go to Cardiff?
Well, I'm getting some mailed over to me by one of my server lads, and then I'm
Server
going to
lad.
buy some Stroop waffles from Sainsbury's.
Perfect.
That would be good enough.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm basically free most of the time. Well, I say most of the time. I'm like it's not true, but
You will be free.
I can make time.
Well, we'll coordinate, I imagine, when I actually have some money.
So what are these? What are these sweets? What are they? They like
They're called Auto Drop.
auto drop. Or
Oh,
Yeah. I hear
Really?
it's like crack,
Is it?
Oh, lovely.
according to the people who've tried it.
Yeah, it's really good.
of what?
And so I need to get some bad stuff as well, so we can have like,
It just look like sweets.
yeah, just sweets.
What
So-
ones are you getting? Because there's like so many variations. Look at these.
I don't know. They're just this guy's
This
just sending
this
me
one's in
some.
the shape of cars. This one's crocodiles.
What are you trying to pull? This one's a car.
But what
This isn't
car?
the candy.
Because they're all cars.
These ones are buses. Are they all like modes of transport? Yes, crocodiles are modes of transport. Don't at me.
Well, in
Oh,
a
what else do you
certain
ride in the swamp?
Very weird way they are.
If you really try hard enough, you can do whatever you want.
What do you think tyres are made of?
Crocodiles.
Crocodiles.
Crocodiles, apparently.
Crocodile
It's
leather.
all. There we go. It's all come together. I finally got VIP on Mad Cat's server the other day. I was very, very chuffed.
Right.
Yeah, everyone else got it before I did, and I was so furious, so upset.
Everyone.
Well, not
Mhm.
not
I'm
Frank.
on that cat
But
server
when you
anymore.
say stuff, do people say, "Who's that?" That's what I get.
Yeah.
No one's ever no. When
I'm not
no,
even on the
no,
server.
That's never happened to me, to be honest.
Like Mad Cat server though has devolved a
Oh
bit
god,
into
it's
just
actual chaos, isn't it?
They've
nonsense.
Absolute chaos.
Yeah.
They've got a they appointed a server manager to actually manage it, so Mad Cat doesn't even own it anymore apparently.
Well, he's not. He's never on the top bit, is he? He's just got a white
Doesn't own-
name,
he
like
doesn't own his own
like a normal
server.
plebeian.
I'll be honest. I've never really understood servers. I never use
Discord
them.
servers.
Yeah, I
You should-
I don't get them. You know.
You should join my Discord server, which is no longer a Yogs Class 1.
It's just so many people talking. It's like, how do you even understand what's? There's too many notifications. I mute
Well, if you
everything.
join my server, then it's nice
It's
and
just
quiet
you.
and personal because it's just Patreon. Patreon.com/lead and paper.
How is that going?
Well, my brother pledged.
Is it linked on your profile?
Yeah.
No, it isn't.
Yeah,
so
it
you
is.
got one
Oh,
pledge from
hang
your
on, no.
brother.
Wait,
is
on
what you're saying.
Discord, can you do
I've
that?
got my
I don't know how to do
I've
that.
got streamer mode enabled, so I'll go and look.
Anyway, my brother pledged 120
Okay.
quid for the next one. So
Wow.
like it makes my Patreon look a little bit more official than whatever pennies I was making before.
$173 per animation, so you were making $53.
Yeah, which isn't
Patreon
too bad for like
charges.
16 people.
Isn't actually too bad.
That's very good.
Yeah, most of them on my little Discord, so I basically just post all of the behind the scenes stuff there.
Oh, the PewDiePie meme machine. Oh,
Oh,
I
man.
should become a patron, but not today.
I should become a Patreon to get
Oh,
a little
hang on.
face of me made.
Just,
Look at these.
just opened Civ.
Yeah, there you go. I might have to up the thing for that because if it blows up at all,
I already have a little face because I paid him £250 for an animation.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that I used 4 times.
Yeah, how's that series going,
Did you
Jack?
really use it 4 times?
Yeah, because I only did 4 top 5s and then I got really
Oof.
sad with YouTube and left.
I'll have you know that was a good deal as well, though.
It was a very good
It
deal.
was.
It was a 30-second animation.
How long
Other
did that
people pay me
take?
that amount for one picture.
Yeah.
How long did that animation take you to make?
I think it was 3
Made it
days.
in like a week.
3
Wow.
days,
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
it?
it was a very quick turnaround. I wasn't expecting it to be that quick.
I did like
So
hammer it. I was like,
you were like, I need to work on it for this guy.
yeah,
I'm being paid.
act all professional.
Yeah. And now you're here in this podcast with me.
Where
With
did
a
it all go
bunch of
wrong?
wankers
And
just
that,
talking about carpentry.
Tragic.
so, you know,
Bunch
bit
of
of a fall from grace.
bunch of
but
wood polishers.
Still,
Just
carpenters
buffing, buffing
here,
that
here
polish
working that wood every day.
all day,
Just
every day.
some-
Sometimes
Carving
twice a
away.
day. Ooh.
So, do you guys have any theories on the next episode of Sharky and Pal?
I like how the creator is asking us that.
There's gonna be another episode. There's actually gonna be. Is there actually gonna be one?
I'm saying, if there was.
If there was, you're
Yeah.
saying you're out of ideas.
Well, I might have to. No, I'm not. I got kind of half a storyline in my head, but I might have to get a real job.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, not a real job.
Nice.
That's the thing.
That's a bit of a problem.
Real job.
Disaster.
Well, I can help
They're
with
awful.
script writing and that if you want. We can have like our own little. We can
Depends if I
impersonate people.
end up having the script. I don't know if I'm gonna do voices again.
Oh, you know, it could be useful. You can add more
Yeah.
depth to your story.
That would be nice. Yeah.
Because I'm stuck. This current script I'm working on is kicking my ass. Bloody.
What are you working on?
I'm working on a script about gay people, so I'm having to talk to a lot of people to make sure I'm not.
Is this Vlad's
I'm not.
2?
No, it's a film about two lesbians,
Right.
and that's all I'll say on the matter until I've. got
And so
some
you're
more.
doing lots of inverted commas research.
No, as in I'm talking to, I'm like chatting to gay people and asking of their stance on things I've written and being like,
Where are you
this all
finding all
right?
these gay people?
I befriend a lot of them.
Yeah,
It's-
but where do you find them to start with? Like, how do you go about? You're saying like a lot of gay people.
Can't
Are these
you
just
grow
standard
them?
people you know? You grow them on a tree.
I do know, I know a lot.
They
I
pop
know
off
a
the
lot of
gay
gay
tree,
people.
don't they? That's why they're called fruitcakes.
You've only met.
That was
two,
a terrible joke. Sorry.
I don't go out of my way to look for gay people.
Neither do I. They just show
They
up.
just turn up. But you're speaking as
Just
if you're
going
like
to
you spoke as if you were hunting them
Craigslist.
down, like going down to like certain areas to find and talk to gay people. I was like,
I just go to the gay bar and I've got like predator vision and I'm like assessing all the targets.
like lock on.
Ah, here we go.
They
Let's
look a
go.
different color to you, right? In your weird predator vision, right?
What?
You can see
They're
it,
different
it's
colour.
no, you know, like in the Predator where they look on heat, and so Arnold
That's
Schwarzenegger
just as
covers
bad.
himself in mud, so he can
When it-
kill the Predator.
when
What
a gay
I'm saying
person's on
are
heat,
gays
you can
lit up
see them.
differently in Jack's vision.
Yeah,
just a
everyone,
little rainbow.
straight people are just like a grey light, whereas all gay people are all the colours.
Okay.
It's great.
I just think it's a weird way of saying you've been visiting Brighton.
Oh god.
I've never been to Brighton in my life,
Well, you,
and I
if
will
you want to
not
meet gay
take
people,
this slander.
go to Brighton.
I've actually met most in Bristol, believe it or not.
I mean,
Where-
that's not
So
surprising.
just watch out.
Where do you live?
What do
I
you
live
mean,
in
watch
Southampton.
out? What do you mean, watch out, Jack? We're in rescue
I said what I
territory here,
said.
aren't we? Let's
just
go back to the
stop
carpentry.
here.
Jesus.
Stop.
Shorty, have you done anything
Yeah.
recently?
Not...
Speaking
Oh
of
my
this,
god.
what have you done any lesbians
Oh
recently?
god.
God.
And we're back on
Joe.
the register.
Sorry.
Cut it now.
I'm gonna,
Um,
I'm gonna smack you.
Joe's on the register anyway. For that.
But anyway, back to the question, Siati. What? Everyone else has been doing things. What have you been doing? Have you been doing things?
I mean, I've got GCSEs in like 4 months. I've just been sat home, just
That's-
working,
that-
doing shit all.
That is
It's
a thing.
fun.
So that counts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did a Bristol Pusher thing the other day, if anyone wants to see. You can find that at youtube.com /
Oh God.
something that I don't remember.
I haven't got. Do you have a custom URL? Because if you don't, it's like gonna be.
/C.
I used to, but it was like some yognut on the internet, and I was thinking like, who is gonna make the effort to type that whole thing in?
Me
So
right
now
now.
I just don't have one.
Some not on the
So you've done another. Well, no, the Bristol Pusher's Next Victim, which I've said. I've said it before, and I'll
That's the
say it
one.
again. I've seen that 6 times.
full stop, not a sort of slash, Joe.
So many times.
It doesn't
Just
work.
a serious question. Is there a way to change your URL on YouTube?
Yes.
There
Because I
is,
have
but
a
you have
custom
to
URL.
have.
You need to get good.
You need to have more
Oh.
subscribers.
Oh.
Sorry.
I did it ages ago though. I
Oh,
didn't.
Frank.
I was smaller than you guys are now.
No, the rules
The
have
rules
changed.
I
changed.
got in there before the rules changed.
I got mine
Well,
in like
the thing is,
2012.
I
Happy days.
have a custom URL just because I got into YouTube very early.
Oh,
My account
Christ.
is from 2011 or something.
Back when we started carpentry.
I think my
Yeah.
YouTube account is actually
But-
older than Shotty.
Is-
You know, I think mine
I
might
mean,
be.
I
That's-
really wouldn't be surprised.
Mine definitely isn't.
Yeah, 2012. Mine
I'll
is.
check how
Mine's
old my
2009.
account is.
Oof.
Well, I was born last year,
Oh.
so
There you
probably
go then.
is.
Oh yeah, mine's definitely even
You're-
Best Bits Weekly.
You're
is
older than your own YouTube channel. Older? Younger?
I probably am. I think
She
all of
inherited it.
our channels' ages added together is probably still younger than Tom, though. So
Oh,
Oof.
damn.
Ooh.
Tom's an old man. That's the joke for everyone listening. This is the first podcast.
Yeah.
No one
The first
knows.
one,
No one knows
don't
anything.
question it.
Oh.
Yeah, but my YouTube channel is 6 years old now. So I do have a custom URL just because they gave it to me for being early. But I
Frankie
hate it.
Boy
I hate that.
1809.
I hate that old name. I've changed it on every little bit of social media I have. But it's still in
You
that
can't
stupid
get with
fucking
YouTube.
URL.
The YouTube channel's 10 years old in May. At the end of May.
God.
Wow.
You're gonna have a little ceremony.
That's
for it?
crazy. No, because I just made it just to watch YouTube, so...
Ah,
So it's less of
Yeah.
a channel, more of an account.
Yeah. The actual channel is essentially when the doing balloons came out.
Ah,
You do a balloon.
what a
You
time!
Doing balloons!
Bloody hell! I used to re-watch your tank animation so many times because it's fucking hilarious.
God, yeah.
Oh
That
man,
is
the
hilarious.
comparison of quality though, ugh, makes me
Yeah,
sick.
that's so funny. Oh god, like I pissed myself so many times laughing to that.
I kind of want to reanimate it because it's like,
Remastered.
Yeah.
Yeah, remaster all your
Remaster
videos.
4K.
do you reckon I'll get?
Can you do all your animations in 4K ultra wide from now on?
I could do, yeah,
Can
easily.
you step
I
it
mean,
up?
Yeah. If you still have the project files, they're all like.
I'll do
vector
it
images, aren't
360
they?
as well.
Oh yeah, do a 360, do a balloon.
Yeah,
do
in a
Do a
balloon.
balloon in 360.
Oh my god.
do
No,
a
you
VR
You can
version
clip
as
that
well.
audio, and now that can be the intro.
Better
Be
get
perfect.
200,000 views at least.
At
Otherwise
least.
it's not worth
At least.
Yeah, well, maybe not. Who knows?
I know, and yeah,
And the answer,
Fuck
it's
you.
not worth it.
it's not worth it.
I'll just make everything happen behind you.
Oh, you have
So you have
to.
to spin round first to even see
Or
them.
you just have it like just a TV screen in VR, and you have to
Yeah.
constantly
You
move
just
about
have
as it moves.
you
just
to
have a
follow it.
buffering icon in the foreground, and then behind you the actual animation plays.
Oh my god.
Can you get directional audio in with that as well?
I'd assume so.
I guess.
Yeah, you probably can.
There's probably a way, right? I don't know.
Not on YouTube, I don't think.
At least one way,
Or another.
maybe two.
Where there's
If
a
you're lucky,
will,
three.
there's a way. But I don't have the will to do that, so
And I don't know anybody called Will, so
I don't either.
There's no
terrible,
one.
terrible joke.
Terrible.
Absolutely terrible.
Got it
And
out.
it's a lie as well. I do know somebody called Will. So that was just a mess.
Yeah.
God damn.
There's a weird thing about jokes, isn't there? Because you can say a joke that isn't quite funny, but it's
You're good at that
amusing
one.
enough to smile. But on a podcast, you can't tell that. I don't know. You might be all smiling right now. I don't know.
No one relates.
No, I think that was like a mutual agreement just to like not say anything after that.
Yeah.
It's like,
Fair enough.
Let that one hold. Let it hold.
Is that
Yeah,
like the
good
laugh
there.
track? That's where the laugh track goes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I'll edit in something really loud.
Have you guys seen Friends Ross without the laugh track? And he just comes off
he
as
just
like a
sounds like
psychopath.
a psychopath. Yeah.
So
I
funny.
think so.
I'll be honest with you, I've never actually seen any episode of Friends.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
neither.
It was on
What?
today.
It's been on every
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, for the past 20 years.
It's on Netflix. I
Yeah.
can watch it whenever I want, and I don't.
Seriously,
Oh.
watch Friends. It's amazing. There's a
No, I'm
reason
too
it's
busy
so
watching
popular.
and re-watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine over and over again.
Oh, that's good shit,
It-
though, to be fair.
For
And
younger
Tank
younger
School.
generations.
It's much better, socially speaking.
How? You've not even seen
That's true.
Friends.
I've got no gauge.
You've got no- It's so much better. I've not seen it.
You
but
have no reference.
It's better than something I haven't seen. I know nothing about it, and I know it's worse.
There's so many pop culture references as well. Oh, my connection's gone.
A what?
Uh-oh.
Has it?
That connection doesn't matter at all.
We may have lost Tom.
It's-
Hello?
Calm down. Tom's down.
So someone got a pillow. I'm gonna smother him.
What?
Hold him down. I'm gonna smother him. Just hold him
He's
down.
already No,
Hold
he
it. Hold him
punched-
down,
punched
Joe.
Mike.
I need.
What?
It's already there.
How do
John,
we hold him
hold him
down?
down.
He's not even in like the same country.
I'm
got
smothering
him.
him.
Oh,
Hold him down. Hold him down. Smothering him. Don't go down.
Ah,
Go
get off me.
Go quietly into the night.
I'm free.
Oh,
Oh,
he's free. He said so.
Sorry.
He's metagaming. He just says he's free.
I'm
and
not
now
one of
no
those
longer
people you're
holding
trying
him
to
down.
interview. Damn it.
Oh, maybe next time.
Yeah, you didn't have a Sophia drink
That's it.
first. Damn it.
Yeah.
Just cut that little bit out and upload it to YouTube as ASMR. Jack from Best Bits Weekly tries to smother you while you're doing the podcast.
Or that can be the little trailer for the podcast. That could be like ultra professional, and then me just screaming, "Go to sleep."
The register.
Oh God.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Go
Yeah.
to sleep, little boy.
Oh, why did you make it weird, Frank? Little boy.
Little boy.
It was
Oh,
already
God.
weird.
I had a feeling it was already weird. So.
I mean, smothering a mid-20-year-old.
Oh, don't say that.
37. He's
to death.
37.
37.
He
He's
is.
getting on. Yeah.
It's
I
47.
can't tell.
Sorry, 47.
That's 50
My
seconds
son
now.
would be very annoyed to hear
God, he's
you say
aging. He's
that.
aging so
Oh,
fast.
your grandchild will be very disappointed.
Yes. My great grandchild Shotty is listening, so
She's just here,
Judging.
judging.
observing,
Just watching.
Judging.
making sure. Yeah.
I'm so
we're all-
disappointed, Grandad.
I'm sorry.
Hey,
Oh,
you can't.
my brain's solidified and I can't learn any better, so send me to jail. I'll go wibble wobble with Rolf Harris.
I just had an idea. Do you want to hear this
We're just
idea?
going to ignore that then.
We're gonna
We'll
move
just let
on
that
from
one
whatever.
slide. It's fine. What's your
We're gonna
idea,
move on from
Jack?
whatever Tom's talking about. I think because you know how Triforce has like a I don't know if it's how
Structure.
complicated it is. It has like an animation over the video
Oh yeah,
almost.
Yeah,
How do we do something like
that's
that?
very easy.
yeah, it's quite
Yeah.
easy.
Well, how about you guys?
How about you do it?
How about
How about you guys
how
do
about
it?
we have a
Knock that out
podcast?
in an hour.
Yeah,
Me
we
and
If I
Joe.
can get all the audio
yeah.
sorted out and
If
then
Tom
send that to
makes like the heads, like if Tom like draws all of us,
Yeah.
you. Yeah, we can.
and
Here we
then
go.
I
We could
could-
skip the Patreon.
No, I was
thing.
just about to say
Get
5 quid
little
each,
heads.
please.
we all give Jack Tom £5. No, we all give Jack £5, and then he
Jack
pays
will
give
Tom
pay
me
me
five
to
quid.
make all of the
Yeah.
images.
Yeah,
and then you'll
I'll
have to
do it.
pay me as well to do the After Effects. To,
Oh, okay. And then
Play
we'll
around.
use it twice. and that'll be
Can't
it.
you like list it as Yogscast work?
No.
Ah, outsource.
Because most of us relate in some way to the fandom, and the fandom is what keeps the Yogscast alive. So maybe we are.
We are your
the
employer.
Yogscast.
Oh no.
I mean, yeah, maybe not, but still.
I'm technically self-employed at the moment. It's very scary.
What?
Well, because I'm freelancing for them for 3 months till I graduate, and then if I haven't fucked up, basically, they might offer me a job.
Oh, so you've got an immense amount of pressure.
So I've got like 3 months of going, fuck.
You're basically gonna have to work overtime
Joe,
for
no
3 months.
pressure, but if you fuck up once, you're out of a job.
Yeah,
Forever.
great.
I mean, for that company, there's a lot of other companies in Bristol alone that would probably.
Yeah, and
hire you
there's-
for your skills
there's
there.
other, but you know,
Yeah,
there's
that's true.
stuff I'd rather be doing than just graphic. See, I'd rather just be chatting shit for a living than animating.
So let's get this podcast
You know?
really big. You're gonna have to promote the hell out of these podcasts, guys, because we
Just
need to.
push it so hard. We'll go
Yeah.
to Lewis
Push it
and
so
he'll
hard,
just
and then we
push
can-
it. So
Yeah, get Lewis on as a celebrity guest,
Gosh.
I'll just like sneak a mic by his desk one day, and then
and then just chat to him, and then that's the
The man
podcast.
is just shouting nonsense anyway, so...
then we just make like a soundboard for Lewis and then
Ah.
add him
Yeah.
on at the end. I'm sure that
And
could.
then, yeah, I'd just do it in post, like Lewis, what do you think? It's fucking shit, or whatever he was.
Shut up!
Shut up!
Shut up!
Shut up!
Yeah, we'll do something. I'm sure. Given enough time, because Joe's exploding in terms of subscribers quite quickly because everyone knows he's.
I'm a growing
just that
boy.
good.
Speaking
And
of
Lead and Paper
carpentry.
is also, I assume,
Oh man, it was
getting-
great.
going places.
So
Yeah, your video did really well as well, didn't it?
me and
Which-
Tom decided
which
to
one?
wank each other off by pinning comments. We were like, I'll pin a comment, put like linking to your video if you pin one linking to mine. But the day,
That's networking.
like the day your thing got shared on Yogscast Twitter,
Mm.
I got another surge of views. I was like, what the fuck? Why am I getting a ton of more views? I was like, oh yeah,
The pins.
the pins, the pins are
The
doing
pins.
work.
Yes.
So yeah,
Nice.
that
Yeah.
shit does work apparently.
Yeah.
Are you,
there
you're
go.
able
Why
to
not?
see? Can you see the click-through rate of that link somehow in your
I don't
analytics?
think you can.
Impressions and CTR. If you go to
We can cut this. Don't worry. It's fine.
browse channels now.
Oh, look at mine as
We
well.
can all just be quiet and
And
we can cut.
traffic
I can
sources,
cut
you
this
can
in
look at
post.
the traffic sources. And
Yeah, just
they
cut
should
this.
be
Just keep
going
saying
on.
cut. And we'll cut this.
Yeah, we'll
keep-
cut.
Yeah,
it.
we'll just cut
We'll
this
just
bit.
cut.
Cut
Cut
this
this bit as
Yeah,
well.
browse
And
and
then
It's all going.
this bit
It's
will
all
cut.
going.
Yeah.
I
Cut
don't
this
know.
bit.
It's
Probably
first time.
Cutting.
It's gonna get
Cutting.
cut.
Cutting.
It's
Trim it
we're just
up,
gonna get
cut
cut.
it.
Right, I'll
This
be
is
honest,
so
guys. I'm
weird.
not sure I can
Because on the
find it.
Discord, I could see all of our
Cucking
pictures
and
lit up.
cucking.
It's so
Cut it.
weird. That was
Um,
that
We'll
fell
cut it.
apart so quickly. Oh my god.
Yeah, so
We're gonna keep that in.
the short
Staying
answer
in.
is I don't know.
You used to be able to. They used to be like crazy.
Well, there's
in
probably
depth.
there's just
I
so
can't
many
find it either
different.
now.
There's too many menus because there's like two different like studios now on YouTube. You're like, is it the
Yeah.
old one or the new one? I don't know. And honestly, I don't care enough. Really, it's not
No,
worth my
That's a
time.
topic we can talk about. I hate the new YouTube studio. It's so shit.
It's just missing some features.
I like it.
Yeah.
Once it's fully
Although is
there.
that deliberate because YouTube like to keep everyone in the dark?
Yeah.
The thing is, the only reason why I use YouTube Studio is so I can put my videos on private, then just check all the audio where it's come through right,
It looks nicer
and then
though.
just share it to Twitter. That's all I do. And
I,
I'm taking
I
out
use
the
it for
sharing
a
to Twitter
lot more
feature.
than that.
Yeah.
So fuck it.
You have to manually do it. Also, Joe,
Hello.
someone on my server has said, I've realised that you're that guy from Joe's video, and I'm like, is that what it's come to now? Is that what it's come to? I'm now less
I
relevant
use
than Joe.
Jack to get climbing on the ladder, and now he's
now-
just that guy in my video.
Oh, that's so
It's come full
annoying.
circle.
Oh, brilliant.
God.
Nice.
I'm gonna have to be in. I'm just gonna have to be in all of your videos from now on.
All of them.
And then you won't be able to get rid of me because we'll be like a duo. Be like Hat Films, but with two people.
Just have Jack always do your outro.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
You just
Just
send me
send
an
him
outro.
outro.
an
Yeah.
outro script every time.
I will genuinely just tell me what video you're doing next, and then I'll make an outro for it.
What I'm currently working. Should I tell you what I'm currently working on? It's a bit
Yes.
hush. It's
Bit of a spoiler. This podcast
We can
will
cut
be
this.
out
Cut
before-
this bit. There's a
Cut
cut.
this
Cut
bit.
this bit.
Cut this.
Cut
Cut
this
it.
bit.
Yeah, we're gonna cut
Cut
this. Yeah,
this
cut this
bit.
bit, guys. We're gonna have to
Fucking
cut it.
hell.
Yeah.
So I've made that TTT intro. Yeah. And
Yeah, it was
I've,
so nice.
You also made a
I've also
GTA
made
intro.
Good.
a little GTA intro.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, we saw.
I fucking
yeah.
knew it was.
I'm working
I knew it
on
was a GTA
some
intro.
Yogscast members only content. Oh.
Ooh.
Hang on.
Oh, I'm making a little behind the scenes of how I made the things. I'm like, I've kind of said I'm doing it, so I'm gonna make this video and then see if they actually want it on the main channel. If it's not on the main channel, it'll be on mine.
I was actually going to comment on your video saying you should make a video on how you made it.
yeah, it's,
And then I
it's
didn't.
in the works. Well, what? Okay.
Thing is,
Yeah.
I kind of imagine that it might be a thing that only a few people are interested in.
Yeah, that's
Like
why
me.
like it's the kind of content that would go on members only stuff for Yogs
Yeah.
because it's the real sweaty.
Can you
try
show
hard.
us anyway? Because I can't afford.
What I might do,
Yeah,
I
I
might
can't
see if
afford
I
it
can
either.
just leak the video because you can't do actual members videos on YouTube. You have to do an unlisted. That's the word. Unlisted video, and then you link it in the members feed. You can't
Oh,
actually do
weird.
members. You can't do members only videos because YouTube
What
have
bad
shit systems.
implementation. That's so
Yes,
stupid.
it's so
Why?
bad.
That is really
Why
bad.
would you make a feature for that only members can see,
Yeah. So
and then not include your main selling point, which is videos?
exactly. So Lewis was like talking, going, we kind of like half want it to leak. So I might just say, if I give him this video, I might go, hey, should I leak it on my channel and just post a link to it? So
Just
guess
say, oh
it
yeah, by the
keeps
way,
it-
I've accidentally uploaded it already.
It keeps it
Just so you're
fairly
aware.
exclusive if you do that anyway.
yeah,
Yeah, so there's two sources. Your channel for free, which will grow you a bit, and then Yogscast for money.
Yeah.
exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, you're getting boosted. I need to get in more videos before you decide you're too good for me. Jesus Christ.
Well,
Don't
I
say
don't
it.
know why I'm here. I'm
Don't-
like the most irrelevant guy in this.
I nearly did.
I mean,
that.
Shotty is
Of
also here,
course.
remember?
Oh jeez.
Oh, sorry.
Ouch! Oh my god.
I didn't realise you were going to also burn yourself. I thought you were going to, like, defend yourself, but no, you just went with it.
No, I mean I have
God.
no
Oh.
defense. That's just too true. I'm just gonna let that
I
slide.
mean, I'm definitely the least relevant at the moment. My relevance I've left behind.
Well,
I'm going to
literally,
have to go
yeah.
pick it back up in a minute.
Well, at least you can return to your relevance.
I'm going to have to pick it back up and dust it off and be
I-
like, looks like I am desperate. And
I,
make more of those.
I didn't upload for 3 weeks. Then I uploaded the video and lost 3 subscribers.
Oh no.
Don't worry, I'm losing 100 every month. That's how it works.
Nah, don't worry. I lose some subscribers all the time.
I'm
We
aiming
can-
to lose at least like 10%
£5?
of
Frank. So you basically just reminded people that they're subscribed to you.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Well, Frank,
Yeah,
I
like-
do that constantly. I'll just go inactive for a month because I have other stuff to do. I can't
Yeah.
upload videos all the time.
Well,
But then I'll just work my ass off for a video, upload it, and just remind people to unsubscribe.
what we
Which
could
is
do,
just-
here's
I
an
made
idea.
that-
I have,
I made that a joke in my descriptions as well sometimes. Just, hey, here's this video in case you needed a reason to unsubscribe.
Oh yeah, I saw
and then you
that.
did.
I mean,
But what we could do, if I ever go back to Best Bits Weekly, is you can also put videos up on my channel.
well, I was just about to say that actually. Couldn't you just give him your channel for a bit?
I don't want to. I don't want to give it away. Even
Sell
though
it.
currently it's doing nothing.
Just sell it.
I'd rather it did nothing in my power than
You'd
something in
rather
someone
have your
else's
channel
power.
die than give it to me.
Oh man, that's
See,
like
there's a
I'm
few people who reached out
It's
to me and said they
YouTube.
wanted to help with the editing, and so if I do go back, which I probably will, I'll be doing less of the work.
yeah.
Basically, I'll just be doing the highlights and I imagine like the weekly stuff and occasional meme shit, and then have some other people to do streams and stuff. So that'll be. You can help with that, Frank, if you want.
I'll see, but
Such a
The thing
generous
is-
offer.
You got any
all
plans?
I really do for my channel is editing, but I hate the tedious editing work, just doing the same thing over and over again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what's that like? I don't know.
Yeah,
Dunno.
I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know, Jack, would you? No.
No, I didn't do the same thing for 2 years.
So imagine
Yeah.
moving something frame by frame. Like, oh, that would be just hell.
Awful.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Have you got any
Anyway,
plans,
anyway.
Shotty,
Anyone
for your channel?
in their right mind doing that.
I'm gonna buy Shotty's channel and then shut it down.
I mean,
Buy
it's
both of
probably
them.
worth like 2 pence.
Do us
so-
all a favor and shut it down. Hey, buy my channel and shut it down. You'll help me and give me some money.
I will give you 20p for your channel.
Wow, that's 20p more than I've earned
It's
from my
not
channel.
even a full
Yeah.
Freddo nowadays.
No, that's like not even a Greg's sausage roll or a vegan one, which are apparently really good.
You say
I say apparently,
apparently.
I
You've
was
had
there.
one. You've had one.
I was there.
You two are the only people in this group who've had one.
I
pretty
haven't
good,
had
actually.
one.
I don't think they
haven't
do
either.
them anymore.
What?
Every time I've been to
What?
Greg's, they've like never had them ever. I'm not sure if they actually sell them anymore. There's no section for them in like the area of pastries.
Do you think we got there just in time?
I think it was like
the day
a-
after that. They
So it's a
discontinued
publicity
them.
stunt.
I think that's what it was. I think it was just a New Year's publicity
Damn.
stunt for people doing veganuary, and now it's.
That's very upsetting because they were actually really good.
They were so good. They were so much.
I guess
better
if
than
they weren't
normal
selling, they
straws.
would have got rid of them as well. So maybe they just
But
weren't
they were
selling.
they were constantly sold out
Yeah.
whenever we went.
Well, for the first month, but would it
We're
have
still in
kept
the
up?
first
Still in
month.
the first month. That's the problem here.
Same thing. What?
Sure.
I'm gonna go now.
Bye.
He's gone. He's done. But yeah, so
I'm still here.
maybe Best Bits Weekly will be back soon.
Who knows?
I've been gone for a month now.
A whole
So-
month.
Well, by the time these go out, you'll probably be back.
No,
He
I
would
wouldn't-
have been gone
no.
for a year at this point. when this is released.
In the first podcast, you guys were like, "Oh, when this comes out, Jingle Jam will be over," and I said, "Oh no, when this comes out, it'll be 2019." And then I
Is that
started
actually what
editing it like last week. And I was like, "Oh," I was on the nose there.
Here's my prediction. When these go out, Jack will be gone again.
I will have come back for 2 years and then left again.
And I
Yeah.
will have died of old age.
And I would have been
I
fired.
reckon this will be out by February. That's my
Shorty will have
sometime in
been born by then.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pushing it.
Wow.
The meme. Keep it alive.
The meme.
Meme.
It's the first time we say that officially.
Oh god,
Officially,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh no.
Now I didn't make the joke.
Oh, yeah.
Damn it.
It's because you're not funny.
Oh,
that meme.
So that's the
That
issue.
meme
there.
actually originated in the test we did, I think.
Oh, it did, didn't it?
Little-
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The little hour
So no one will ever know.
No one
Fuckfest.
know.
No, whatever.
Yeah.
And
So
that's
for
where I
all we
turned
know-
Notch into a Nazi for.
Oh yeah.
Comedic effects.
Yeah.
And that's the one I missed because I was hanging out with my family instead.
Wait, did we not
Oh, yeah,
record?
that was
What a
like
waste of
hour.
time.
I don't think. I think we recorded our audios, but I'm not sure we did anything with it. I don't have my shit now anyway. It's gone.
I think I recorded a little bit of my audio and then stopped when I realized we weren't going to do anything with it.
Yeah, because
It's the best one we've done so far.
It was.
Oh,
Uh,
I just
Oh, yeah,
realised
I
I can't
did-
tell how long we've been recording for because I'm not streaming it.
we
Uh,
started after 3, didn't we? So
We've
Yeah.
Been about an hour.
recording for about 50 minutes now, going to 50.
Thank you, Joe.
He's still
Thank
got
you,
that's
Joe.
amazing.
Okay, no problem. Oh, Martin Littlewood is starting streaming.
But on the subject of streaming, because I've mentioned it multiple times now, I'm streaming now. Twitch.tv/setups_. Make sure you check it out, all people listening. Anyway, carrying on.
Sorry, I got excited because I've redone Martin's branding recently with Nina.
Who?
And
Oh, you worked with Nina?
I worked, yeah.
Work with Nina.
Yeah, so we.
When you said that, I saw all of our bubbles light up on Discord. We were all like, what?
Just trying to be interested, I guess.
I
Yeah,
just
so
said who?
Nina. Oh, look, there it is. That graphic that I made. Oh, look at this. It's beautiful.
Where are you going to put it?
Well, I can't look at it yet because you haven't sent it.
Twitch.com. Well,
I'm not gonna
twitch.tv
go-
/ in the Littlewood. Sorry, I'm just,
You're plugging someone's channel who doesn't need the plug. I need the plug. I need it.
the plug.
Look at his new
I mean-
graphics. Look at, oh, wow. Look at, great. Sorry.
Can you just
Are you just
put that on
jerking
your
yourself
Twitter or
off right
something?
now?
Yeah, it's going on the gram in a bit.
Good, because then I'll like it and I'll leave another comment in a similar vein. I should probably credit you for all my profile pictures because I'm using. I mean, either you or Sam. Actually, who was our cameraman.
I placed the camera for that shot, so
You placed the camera, but he was using it.
I mean, he was
so-
sat behind it, making sure it didn't fall over while eating a
and
sausage
eating
roll.
a sausage roll.
So
We had a good time. It was a very good setup. We only had like 5 people look at us weirdly. So
I liked the audience interaction of handing the sausage roll to the camera. That was
Yeah.
nice.
yeah.
that was a good bit.
Did you feel like you were getting a sausage roll,
Yeah.
and then you were just disappointed because
Oh,
you
it
didn't get a sausage
didn't
roll?
come through my monitor.
It's like, that's
No.
not good.
Oh, it was funny
I'd really like one of the sausage rolls.
listening back through that like the footage, because I cut so much from that day.
Yeah, there was. Like a
There were
lot
so
more.
many people going, "Oh my god, vloggers!" in like
Oh,
the
really?
background. It was so funny, so
Yeah,
funny.
there was a lot.
And obviously, I didn't
Make a
notice
little
because I was just.
Compilation of all the people who did that.
Yeah.
Also, I did like how I thought you wouldn't notice me like tonguing out a sausage roll, but then you did, and specifically cut a clip so everyone
I
else
did the
could
same
see
thing
it.
though. I cut to myself doing it as well
I didn't see you doing it. I was so focused on
on
me.
yourself. No, we both did the same thing. I did it first, and you did it afterwards.
Oh, we're just so in sync.
Yeah, or a
So
or a
goddamn
really small
insane.
bath.
Oh God.
Oh
Wow.
my god!
So we're gonna cut that.
Cut
right?
it. We're cutting
Ah,
it. Cut it.
that-
Let's
we cut
cut
that.
that.
We're gonna
Then
cut
cut
that.
that.
Let's cut
Let's
that.
cut
Yeah.
that.
Let's move
I
along.
like how.
Let's come up with our theory of the episode.
I mean, let's not do that before we
Yeah.
have a goddamn name for this podcast. I
Well,
think
we
should
might have a name
focus
out
on-
of it. That's the thing.
Yeah, we'll cut that.
Oh,
Let's
Who
call it
knows?
Well,
Small
yeah.
bath.
No, we're calling it. We're
Well,
not calling it that podcast.
last time we did one of these, I came up with a theory. So does anyone else have over the top conspiracy theory to share?
Alright, so you know the moon, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
I know.
immediately.
Oh,
The first thing
God.
Scotty said all episode is about the moon.
We're in.
I'm in.
So imagine you've only ever seen one side of the moon, and my theory is that somewhere on this earth there is just a massive projector, and they're projecting into the air, and that's what the moon actually is. It's just an image, and behind it, that's where all the dinosaurs are.
That's where the dinosaurs
Yeah.
are. There
Yeah,
it is.
dinosaurs
Projected
there.
onto what though? Just the sky.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
the one.
that's
No,
the
there's,
one
there's
hole
a
in this
plane.
theory.
There's a really big plane that flies over the Earth at a constant speed with a circle attached to it, and they project onto the circle.
Yes.
Yeah, and then
But who does
the
this?
dinosaurs are on that plane.
So how does anyone benefit from this?
Dinosaurs benefit. We can't see them.
It's flawless logic.
Uh,
Oh my god.
Well,
but what are they
Well,
doing?
you
up
got
there?
me there.
I don't know. Carpentry.
Carpentry.
Yeah, I thought of saying that, and I was like, yeah, maybe not.
They
Dinosaur
were just furiously
Carpentry.
masturbating.
They make little human figures.
That's the title.
Play
We've got our
with them.
title, guys. Dinosaur Carpentry.
That's the name of the podcast, Dinosaur Carpentry.
dinosaur carpentry.
I'm renaming the channels
What
now.
a
That's it.
weird name. I quite like it actually. Dinosaur Carpentry. Yeah, but we hopefully we won't be the only ones listening to this thing. 'Cause we got Joe's wide audience of.
I
Two.
thought you were gonna. I thought you were just going to say
2000s.
Joe's mum.
Just my yeah. She's made like 100 accounts now. So
I can't even remember how many subscribers
sitting
you've got.
next
It's
to
growing
you.
so fast. It's at least 5.
yeah, I'm more than 5.
I know
You
it's
have
more
the
than 1,000.
audience of 500 people who don't remember they
And
are
we got
subscribed to
Scotty with
me.
4K. Lead and Paper with, I also don't know, 5K?
Wait, what are you talking about?
How many subscribers everyone has? And then with me, with
He's basically just
three.
flexing.
Scotty's on
9
9.
subs. Yeah. If that.
Scotty's on 9.
9
9
subs.
subs.
I know, right?
Jesus.
I'm moving up in the world.
16.
16 subs.
I didn't know this. I haven't tuned into Scotty in a long time, and I was
I'm
just
on
looking
5
at it.
subs.
3 million views. That's pretty good.
Well,
Oh, I'm at the,
we've hit the peak
Oh, nice.
now.
We've peaked.
We peaked.
we're
peaked.
coming
Big.
down
Who's
here.
climaxed?
This is it. We should do an outro
Alright.
now. I reckon we should end it here.
Yeah.
This
We
is
should
it.
also do
I've
It's a
an
good
intro.
time to end a
I've got to do
podcast.
some work. You know.
I've got to finish that Civ
I've got to
game.
do my
Oh,
maths
it's getting
homework.
real intense.
I actually finished that Hard to Firing game.
Oh dear.
Uh,
Scotty has to do maths homework.
It feels so bad. I couldn't imagine having to do math homework. It just the pain that used to
I
cause
mean,
me.
that's a reality for me.
Fucking-
So.
It just
Instead,
makes
you
me
just have
feel
to-
bad about feeling good.
Too. Oh, it hurts.
You just have to make Yogscast things now. You're living the dream.
I was
am
looking at-
wondering.
I was looking at my 11-year-old brother's homework, maths homework, and I couldn't understand it.
See, the thing is, I was looking at my 5-year-old brother's maths homework, and I still couldn't understand it.
Yeah,
what
I'm
is
the
going
same,
on?
except-
It's all,
I think
it
I might just
literally
have
leaks
maths
from your
homework.
mind over the years.
I might just be an idiot. That might
I
be
don't
it.
think there's much mind.
Yeah, that's
Alright,
probably
let's
that.
go.
Let's go.
Anyway,
We
should end-
Right,
we-
I'm gonna end it
we
with
need to
this
end.
thought of we should all meet up at some point and do a maths
Can we
homework
please?
together.
Yeah. Can you do my
So-
maths
Or-
homework? I don't understand it.
Yeah.
well,
Please
let's
help
not
me.
do that and do a live podcast instead. We'll do
Shotty
that.
sent
Yeah, I'll
us
just,
maths
we'll
homework.
just do our maths homework on here.
Anyway, that's all. Everyone,
Goodbye.
everyone
Wait,
shut
should
up
we-
and say
should we,
goodbye.
Like, plug ourselves before
Goodbye.
Which one are we shutting up first or saying goodbye first?
All right,
Plug.
I will. Well, let's plug everyone. Frank first. Go. Where can we find you?
Go watch me at youtube.com /something user.
It's the Frank.
Boy.
just say you're Frankinator on YouTube. Joe,
I'm
you don't need any help
Frankinator.
growing. We'll leave. You don't get a shout
Yeah,
out.
I could do with like a little reach around. That would help me grow.
Yeah.
That was help my little
Wait,
skeleton.
Tom.
I'll shout you out, Joe. You shout me out.
Okay, yeah.
Tom,
you should,
where can we find Tom?
you should go subscribe to Lead and Paper on YouTube and give him £5 on Patreon, and he'll draw your face.
For free.
Well,
Yeah.
no, for the well, he'll draw it for
No,
free if you
if you
give
get
him five.
what you should do is you
$5.
create a podcast with him and then get him to draw some elements for you, and then bam, your face is drawn for free. Done.
Easy.
That's how you do it.
I'm doing
Tom,
everything for free.
Where can we find Joe?
You can go to my Sharky and Palp, the Phantom Traitor video, and there's a link in the comments.
Is the
Straight
next
to
one
his
going to be called
channel.
Attack of the Poons?
Or you can go straight to joehickson.com.
No, I'm genuinely. I'm genuinely curious. Is your next animation going to be called Attack of the Poons?
It could be. That'd be fun. Yeah.
Because it's called.
I like that idea.
What was it? Because it's like Star Wars themed.
Yeah.
And then the next one can be like Revenge of the Piss. We can work on that.
What?
And Ciotti, where can we find you?
Hi, I'm Soti. You can find me at youtube.com/channel/capital U, capital C,
Oh, no.
lowercase z,
Oh my
T,
god.
capital K,
Bye guys.
Capital
I'm
Be here a
going
while.
now.
lowercase
Bye. I can't handle it. I'm out.
Joe's
at
gone.
Ciotti_ on Twitter.
Lead and Paper is
Ooh,
playing the guitar.
Dinosaur Carpentry.
Oh, I've got a guitar too. Hold on.
No, don't do the outro. I haven't plugged my thing yet.
We decided.
You can find me at twitch.tv/shadowapps__ and also I'm Best Bits Weekly now and then when I feel like it. Dinosaur Carpentry.
What a fucking shit
Yeah,
show.
what an ending. Wow.